Hello, everybody. This is the Pursuits of Productivity podcast. Today, we're joined by the one, the only, a show favorite and a favorite of mine, Jack B. Weiss.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? What's up?
So what's new with you, Jack?
A lot, but at the same time, not a whole lot. It's just like doing what I've been doing, but with a new ferocity, with a new effervescence, if you will.
Effervescence, that's a new one.
Yeah, I love that
Or an
word.
old one, rather.
Yeah, I do love that word. But yeah, I did a pop-up last weekend, so kind of just cooling down from that, but I don't want to cool down to the point where I lose any inertia.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my biggest flaws, I think, is allowing myself to get momentum and then not doing anything with it.
I'm the same here.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep that up. Definitely going to do another pop-up here, hopefully soon.
I saw someone wearing your shirt this morning.
Really?
In my ChatGPT and generative AI class, the guy behind me, an Asian bloke, he bought the white shirt.
It does have an angel on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because at the pop-up, people would be like, wait, I feel like I've seen these before. And
That's cool.
Yeah, no, like not even people from Mary Washington.
Oh, really?
Like older people. Like they'd be like, I think I follow you on TikTok or whatever.
Let's go.
Or I think I follow you on it. Like it's just fulfilling to me because it means like
Making
in
progress.
the area I'm making like a little bit of a
In debt.
yeah, and like even online people like have
That's why content's so valuable.
yeah, for real. And like even online people have like messaged me before like, wait, these are your shorts? I see these on Instagram all the time. I'm like,
let's go.
Bro, are you for real? Because it's a pretty small account. It's
Yeah.
like 500 followers right now, but it's still cool to see or hear that. And just people having familiarity with the design. It's idiosyncratic enough that it's unique to my brand. I mean, there's other stuff like other crotch print shorts out there, of course.
I've yet to see him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few, not a whole lot, but I'm glad that we have some iconic enough that people can associate
That Don Quixote
them. Yeah,
is tough. And the cherubs and the angels.
yeah,
and stuff.
These we just got the Jesus shorts too. I made a small run of these, and they actually sold out. And
Really?
people were trying to buy
Denim?
these off of me. Yeah, I had Jesus Dickies and I had Jesus Levi shorts, a few pairs of those, and I had a few pairs of Levi's or Jesus Wrangler carpenter shorts.
Would you want to stand up and show the show?
Yeah. Hold on. I hit the mic. Got Mere Jesus. It's like I designed it so it looked like it would be like smushed together. And like this one's a little bit lighter, I think. I think it's this one. But basically I designed it so like it looks like it was pressed together. Have you ever done that with paper?
Yeah.
Like you make it one side. There's a real name for it. It's like a specific printmaking process. I don't remember the name, but yeah, that's the intention with that print style. But those sold out and people were trying to buy the ones I was wearing.
Really?
It's funny because I only really had like bigger sizes left in them, and people would be like, well, I wear a waist size 32, but I'm still gonna try. Like some dude who usually wore 32 waist bought a size 40 just because he wanted them that bad. I'm like, damn, okay, I guess I'll have to make more. Quixote shorts and Jesus shorts, I guess that's our new business.
No, for real. I'm saying double down on the shorts, man, because that's what's flying.
Dude, that's
like
what we do.
hotcakes.
That's what we do the best with. So definitely going to be a shorts. I don't want to say shorts brand, but
for the time being.
Yeah, that's what I do best, I think, because part of the reason I like to play with shorts so much is because I think a lot of shorts are kind of boring. Mm-hmm. Like typically it's not something you find graphics on. And pants too. I'm coming for pants. Pants.
He's coming for pants, folks.
Watch out. I'm coming for you.
He's coming for pants.
Yeah, pants soon too. I'm trying to do some fun pants. But I think shorts are kind of boring. Like there's like, I don't know. They're not really something that people play with when it comes to like graphics. Mm-hmm. Sometimes like maybe athletic shorts, but I think overall they're kind of boring. And I'm trying to make shorts for like every situation, kind of that are fun.
Do you think you would ever do embroidery for like Don Quixote, kind of like Ralph Lauren?
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I've considered that before, but
you could do corduroys with the all over Quixote print.
I think I've told you about it before, but there's these mills in England. Yeah,
they make the finest corduroy.
Yeah, there's also a mill in Italy, but they are not replying to my inquiries, so I'm not sure we'll get them. But maybe one day we'll see. Yeah, maybe I need to speak Italian. And then they'll answer. But no, definitely corduroy, more like formal stuff, more casual stuff. But yeah, for now we'll do the
prints,
the big prints. Yeah, just because
I dig the big prints, man.
Yeah, they're fun.
I've yet to see the shorts really do especially the crotch area. Typically, that's like open real estate. So
Yeah.
you should experiment with ass as well.
Yeah, dude, I've actually considered that. No, it's funny because it's always really helpful to like see in person what kind of person will buy this stuff, just the demographic. And I was kind of surprised, like mid-30s women.
Mid-30s women
Bought a lot of stuff.
I'd expect honestly like younger gents.
Younger guys bought a lot of the t-shirts.
I think younger women as well.
Younger women
would get a lot of the shorts.
I think, dude, if I had more time before, I was gonna put all the sizes, all the colors into my system, into my Square app, so I could see what sold, and I was gonna maybe like make a note of the gender, because I think you can do that when you check out.
Yeah, like
but
statistics.
It just got so busy, and I was like, I'd rather get all the clothes done, and then I can try to remember, the data, the demographics. But yeah, in general, I think maybe I sold like, there was guys that bought shorts, but it was probably like 65% women.
Really?
Yeah, maybe even like probably 60.
And the majority of you guys bought tops?
Yeah. Guys mostly bought t-shirts, especially long sleeves.
Long sleeves, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was probably 40% men for shorts. Yeah. But yeah, there's, I think the oldest person that bought, probably like 50. There's like a 50-year-old woman who bought a full set of the sweatpants and the crew neck. It was kind of fire.
She's dripped out.
Yeah, she's like, I want to wear these to Amsterdam. I'm like, shit, international.
Take a pic for me.
Yeah, for real. Take a flick. Yeah, no, it's so much easier to sell for me in person than it is online. Just because I feel like online,
you can see the tangible quality.
Yeah, there's just so much competition that you really got to stand out.
Yeah.
But, we'll take that on. Yeah. We got it, bro. We got it. Yeah.
It's crisp as fuck, boy.
Yes, sir. So what's new with you? What you been on?
What's new with me? I've been doing outreach, a ton of outreach lately for web design, SEO, and then as well as content and social media management. No takers so far, but it'll come. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I've been hyper obsessing about the structures and like automations and systems built within my business, as well as my offer. Because I'm just trying to like build it in such a way it can scale with or without me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, in the initial stages, I'll have to be doing acquisition myself, but at some point, hopefully, be able to automate that, whether that's ads or content or just some sort of long-standing funnel that works in perpetuity for me.
Yeah, dude. One thing I will say is that really has helped me get clients. Build up your LinkedIn. Like every week, max out your connections.
Oh, so just start adding people?
Yeah, just start adding make sure they like target niches. Like don't just do random people.
Yeah.
But do like target industries that you want to service.
I've been sleeping on LinkedIn. I haven't touched it.
Yeah, dude. I would definitely use LinkedIn because it's not like if you DM a business on Instagram, they got like 500 DM requests, but if you go on LinkedIn, they got like 12. Nothing. You see it right away.
Instagram.
When you message someone on LinkedIn and if they're subscribed to email notifications for LinkedIn, they will see your message. It won't be covered. They'll see your message. So it's actually really helpful that way. I mean, you don't want to be out here spamming. What I'm doing right now is I'm kind of building it. Like I've got like 1,000 connections right now.
Right.
And that's 1,000 potential clients in the future that I'm going to hit up. I don't hit them up right away, but when I know my offer is ready and that the best it can be, I'm going to hit them all up. And I've hit up a few before, a few early, just because I feel like it was ready enough. But like I've even had clients reach out to me, and when you have more connections, you're going to be ranked higher in the SEO. So if someone looks up Killian Petty, it's at the top. Like I'm pretty sure if you look up Jack Weiss, my LinkedIn's at the top. It might be like 2, but the higher you'll be in the search thing too. And if people look up like social media manager, and if you have like 5,000 connections, like you're going to be towards the top. Because people can look up like just jobs too. Yeah. Like people can look up creative director. Like that's how I think I've been found a few times is because I have creative director in my thing, and it's like I think it's fairly high on the list. I don't know if it's like top 30 even, but it's high enough that a few people have actually reached out about that.
In order to put said things that you want done in your list of job titles, do you need experience in said expertise?
I mean, LinkedIn isn't gonna ask for like your work history. Can
you like white label is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So advertise SEO and then outsource that, or was that kind of like an ethical gray area?
You'd have to look into that probably. I mean, you could be like agency owner or something like that. You know, I mean, you would have the umbrella, which that stuff is under.
Right.
Something like that.
So can you make another page for your agency?
Yeah. I'm gonna make a page for my.
Can you do
agency.
another email, or can you do? Is it
you
sort
can
of
do it
like
on
a
the same
sub-account?
account. You can do it on the same account, and then you can invite people to follow it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's really nice. I'm definitely gonna do that for all the other businesses once they're ready, and then you can invite all your connections to follow that, and then it can be a new home for your, and it's separate from your personal. Well, it's like a sub account. Like with Instagram, you can have one account, but you can also have like 6 other accounts on the same email. So essentially, I think LinkedIn is very beneficial, very helpful.
See, I've been sleeping on LinkedIn. I've been doing Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, definitely. Like before you build a lot of connections, I would post a little bit of content. Like you don't have to post consistently, but like I just have a few bios and a few posts just so people even know what I do.
To get a great general understanding of what you do.
Yeah, like if I just had a job title, my name, and like a picture, it'd be kind of like why would I connect with them? Like I don't even know what they do, but just connect with people in your target industries.
Prep some content.
Or advice for anybody that can go for anybody. Just because don't sleep on LinkedIn. Like I know it's like. It seems like super boring corporate 9 to 5, old white people, but nah, there's some good connections on there. And like even like I've even talked to like I don't want to say influencers, but people who are very big in the fashion scene,
like UGC or like models.
Like UGC mostly, like people like YouTubers and KOLs, key opinion leaders in the fashion industry.
Right.
When it comes to like people my age, for men mostly into not streetwear, but you know, and like on LinkedIn they'll maybe only have like a few hundred followers or whatever, and it's so easy to get a hold of them on there.
Oh yeah.
So even like if you could find an influencer
who has like an IG with like thousands, but their LinkedIn's a bit more.
Yeah, if they have a LinkedIn, it's probably easier, and they'll probably see your message.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
There's a tip there, folks. Knowledge from this guy.
Don't sleep on LinkedIn. Don't sleep on Behance either. I'm not sure if it's applicable to what you do, but don't sleep on Behance.
What is Behance?
It's a portfolio website, but it's also like almost like social media.
Like recruiting? Sort of like so you can get people.
Kind of. It's not specifically for recruiting, but you can get jobs on there. You can sell assets on there. Like I have a Behance portfolio. I haven't fully set it up yet. It's just been so busy with other stuff, but I mean, I've gotten job offers from there. I sell assets on there. It's a portfolio website. It's usually visual media, but you can also post videos and any kind of. I think you can post like even songs, that kind of thing.
Oh,
and
really?
It just shows other people your work. Yeah, it's like for creatives, and you can follow people, like general social media stuff. You can message people. Mm-hmm. Someone messaged me this last weekend about want to do creative direction for their brand. I'll meet with them later this week. So you can yeah. And then I don't know if I told you about that job I almost got for that Vietnam brand. That was from Behance.
Yeah.
So definitely build up your Behance, because the LinkedIn and the Behance, like the earlier you start feeding those with connections, content, because they take a little bit to grow.
Yeah.
So, but you'll see those messages come in after like 8 months or so. You don't have to post super consistently, but just post enough stuff where people can know what you do. Yeah, people can know what you do. People can know your stuff is quality. You don't have to spam follow people. I don't follow anybody on Behance. People just find it, but just learn.
They just search up what you are.
Yeah, just learn the platform. Like I don't remember. There's like hashtags, but yeah, just be pretty specific, and they'll come eventually. Yeah, just. You don't have to be super consistent, but just post a good enough amount where people can know what you do.
They take a one quick glance and see what you're good at or what you provide.
And then, like I said, the more followers you have, the higher you'll be in search results for, social media manager, whatever, creative director, anything like that.
Can you provide, can you also do the same thing with listing yourself as an agency, like a corporate entity as opposed to an individual, or is it mostly like an individual artist sort of place?
I have seen agencies on there before. Like you don't have to use your name. You can also do your name and then you work at. You can always do an account for a specific agency, like without your face.
I rebranded again.
You good?
KP Media.
KP.
I thought
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that. Actually, love KP Media. No, I'm kind of glad I didn't go all in with the agency too right away. Like I'm still working on it, but it's stuff that doesn't have the brand name on it yet. It's just working on the product.
That product's crazy though.
Yeah.
You have limited downloads, right?
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could limit it, I'm sure, if I wanted to, but I mean, Yeah, because Jack B. Weeks designing, like, it was cool. But, say I wanted to sell it one day or whatever, then I'd have to rebrand. And I'd rather rebrand
early
before the launch, before the relaunch, I should say. Then after the launch, it's like, okay, I got to go back and change all these logos.
All the assets, all the web design.
The nice thing is, at least there's no physical stuff. So it's,
you're like on the seam or
on the bias.
On the bias.
Yeah. Because with fabric, there's 3 different ways of cutting it usually. On the bias is the 45-degree angle. It's not used that often, but I don't know. It just has a ring to it to me. On the bias design.
Plug yourself real quick. On the bias design. Give a full
on
rundown.
the bias design. The website, I have not changed the domain yet, but hopefully onthebias.com is available. Probably not, but we'll see.
And what will you do?
What's that?
And what will
you
do?
Yeah. I'll sell mostly digital design templates for designers, brand owners, artists who want to get their ideas made into real garments. It's just tools to help you get your ideas made smoothly.
To send to manufacturers?
Yeah, to send to manufacturers. And eventually we're going to offer creative direction services, brand management services, full package development, production, promotion, fulfillment,
and
the far future. But, we'll get there eventually. Just got to
get specific at first, and then go full service.
Yeah, full service. No, whole studio, bro. That'd be crazy. Yeah, a lot of ideas with that, but... Tell them about KP.
Oh, KP Media. I'm still trying to narrow down because I've heard when you're first starting in the agency game, they say specificity is key. But at the same time, I would like to offer an ROI offer that kind of has measurable metrics. Because the thing with content is it is incredibly valuable. However, it takes a long time to cultivate, and there are, save for views and likes and stuff and retention of the content you're producing, there's few ROI/metrics you can really give to a client to demonstrate its efficaciousness. So it's like a convenience offer. So you can't really request a premium. But I'm thinking of having multiple packages that I'd offer through. I'd use Go High Level for web design as well as SEO. And then offer that to businesses. Be like, hey, you don't have a website. I can help you out with that. And then I'd also have like a brand starter package. So for like, I still haven't really picked a niche either. I'm kind of just anyone who'll it'd be a good fit for like people who have a personal brand, consulting, solopreneurs. Yeah,
that could be a niche.
Solopreneurs. Okay, there we go. Solopreneurs.
They need management. They need help with that.
Yeah, exactly.
People who sell courses, they need help.
Yeah. They need to build out their brands, but they also need to focus on their business. And it's a lot of bandwidth to do both. Yeah. So I reckon I could pitch on that. It's a time saver in that I'm helping them build their brand, which compounds over time and eventually exponentially blows up overnight, like Alex Hormozy. Because like he spends 20. Do you know Alex Hormozy? Oh, bro, you remember that video I sent you on IG?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Alex Hormozy. He's he owns acquisitions.com.
Okay.
Where he finds brands that are doing $3 million in revenue a year and then turns them into brands that are doing $30 million revenue in a year. And his whole thing is he gets equity in the company by helping you with his consultation / like full suite marketing services. And he's just been releasing content as his funnel. And it's the amount of value is given away is crazy. I highly recommend. I'm sure like if you're watching this, you probably also watch Alex Hormozy, his content, but he's drops like $20K a month on uploading 80 unique pieces of content on all those platforms, like a week.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's like outsourcing editors. He's outsourcing. Everything's outsourced save for the tweets, and he obviously films it himself. But so yeah.
I was thinking about doing that too, not with content, but taking equity as payment.
No, that's a great idea because like if you're even further incentivized to work even harder and perform even better because you're financially vested.
You got a finger in it. Like that. That sounds so greedy.
Got a finger in it.
No, like even like I think having equity is always a good move. I've had people want to do that before, but I just don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Yeah.
But
maybe that's a limiting belief.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's a limiting belief.
I think it is.
Maybe get that rev.
I mean, it's still on the table. Maybe I'll take it. We'll see. But I'm just worried about it being lopsided. Because I would be doing a lot of the footwork just because the other person doesn't really know much about fashion. So
yeah. Well, that's what your services are for.
Yeah. True.
But I'm curious on your input on what exactly would be a good offer for social media management / content creation? Should it be like a package, retainer, project, intensives?
I would say depending on the size of your client, I would offer different things. Like for a small business, I'd say retainer, just so that way they can get consistency. And then maybe for the bigger ones, do package, just so you have more than just, hey, we'll post your stuff and make stuff for you consistently. Because I think that will be a huge point you can sell is consistency.
Right.
Because I think a lot of people struggle with that with social media, especially me. I don't want to project myself on everybody, but I think a lot of people
No,
do.
yeah, because you don't see anything like from the get-go, and you're like, damn, why am I doing this?
Yeah, and it's just, if you're running a business, it's you might not have time to think about that. Yeah, I'd say retainer probably, but you could definitely have different options. You could have like a test package, maybe.
What's a test package?
Like a
trial
period kind of package. Yeah.
Like they pay the difference and then we give you a trial.
Yeah, I mean, you could always work out the technicalities. I can't say I'm super familiar with social media management world. I did look into it for a while, just out of curiosity a couple years ago, as maybe a potential new agency to start.
Right.
Before I considered the design agency, but yeah, so I'm not the most familiar, but I'd say retainer would probably be the most logical start, and then you can see how that goes. In my opinion, it's definitely something I'm sure there's information out there on, and you can look at other agencies too and see what they have.
I have some saying that, particularly, I've been listening to this one woman lately. Pia Loves Your Biz is her name, is their handle, and she has a branding agency, so she does web design / branding templates and like colors for and she charges what she calls intensives. She charges big brands like $40K for like her and her husband to develop an entire like brand Bible for them, as well as web design services in like 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's getting like $40K per check, so she's doing like 2 of those a month and she's chilling.
Yeah, no, bro. Branding, I want to get into that.
That's what I want to get into.
Creative direction, bro. No, I don't want to talk about it too much, but like Hermitage is like one branch of the tree, and it's like building backwards. Like I'm trying to
grow your roots,
build out. Like I'm trying to build like a conglomerate, low key, bro. Like
holding company.
Yeah, like a LVMH type beat. You know LVMH.
Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, well, LVMH is one of there's like many
the luxury brands.
Yeah. There's
the richest
like
guy in the world owns LVMH.
Yeah.
He owns like Balenciaga, Versace, Gucci.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, I don't need it to that level, but if I can build like a small little conglomerate of like 6-7 brands, that'd be fire.
Thanks.
But like, and then I've already built out a lot of the other brands, like brand Bibles and stuff. It's so fun. It's so fun building a brand Bible, colors. Like I don't know SEO, like website design and stuff like that.
See, I'm trying to get into that space.
You could always take that information, that aesthetic information you've created, and then get that,
apply that, and then give that to a person you white label.
Yeah, exactly. And someone you trust. I mean, like I wouldn't be able to develop the website, but I can tell you, like, hey, I want it to look like this. I want it to function like this. Right. However, but yeah, no, building brands is so fun. And
no, because that's what she does. She's a branding agency.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And she just develops that for people who may not aren't the most creative, or just for whatever reason need that creative. And sounds pretty like an attractive model. But the thing is, I feel like an imposter because it took me a long time to understand and be okay with what white label / like arbitrage was. Just like, how can you do that? You're not doing the work. You're getting paid to do the work. Like some of the most wealthy people are middlemen, though. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you just smoothen the journey for people.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's necessary. I guess in some ways I am a middleman too. A lot of ways, like for sure. I mean, it's necessary. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an analogy, but I think it's just necessary.
It's like, did you hear about Picasso? How like a woman came up to him and was like singing his praises, and I think she asked for like an autograph, and then he drew an illustration on it as well. And he said that'll be $3,000, and she was like, $3,000? Why?
Yeah, he spent that long.
And he's like, because I spent my entire life to be able to draw that in 30 seconds. And She should have bought it because like $3,000 for a Picasso. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that'd probably be like $12K today, but still.
Well, $12K today, but it's a Picasso, so it'd probably be like $12 million for a napkin.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely necessary. I mean, there's been middlemen since the existence of mankind, existence of commerce. I mean, someone's got to get that product
to the person who they need to connect the two.
Exactly, yeah. But it is fun not to. I mean, in some ways, DTC is getting rid of the middleman. In some ways, and business to business is almost kind of a getting rid of the middleman thing too. Business to business, I'm excited for that. I love DTC, but business to business, I love that too.
Oh, you can charge way higher.
I love that too. Yes, that, and then it almost feels more fulfilling too. Mm-hmm. And it's I think it's a lot safer in some ways because it's like selling pickaxes to the miners. You know what I mean? It's when you're doing DTC, when you're building brands like and whatnot, you're mining for gold. I feel like, but when you do business to business,
you're selling pickaxes, and there's always going to be a need for that.
Exactly.
That's why I'm thinking the social media management / content stuff is like a really good angle right now.
Yeah,
because so many people are like realizing, oh wait, I can get paid to market and have my assets be working for me in perpetuity. Mm-hmm. Like, duh. Like, of course I'm going to start doing content. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm kind of very, very certain that it would be lucrative, but at the same time, I just need to stop pussyfooting. I just need to full send.
We can you can experiment with my stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
See how it goes.
That's kind of what my internship's about too, but I'm not getting paid to do that.
Yeah. Well, we'll pay you. I'll pay you.
Sure.
No free labor here, boy.
Hey, this ain't Chino. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. Should be. We should have you fully running up in like November, so even like Hermitage we could get earlier, because I need to do another production run. I need to restock a lot of stuff, and fully build out this next collection for end of October, and we can definitely do some content with that. And then my goal is to have everything ready with the design agency by Black Friday.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, because dude,
if you like November, paid for like 2 Instagram ads, that would be like tens.
I know, bruh. It's like.
Dude,
if I don't get,
if I don't, do you have an ads manager right now?
Was that?
Do you have like an ad buyer right now?
Not right now. No,
Gotcha.
Not anymore. I was working with an agency, but I wasn't that impressed with their service, so I'm not using them anymore. I feel like I know enough now that I could do it myself. But like, yeah, because I'd only run a couple ads at a time. But yeah, dude.
What's your ad spend looking like? Like how many per day?
I'm not running any ads right now.
Well, I mean, like, have you thought about the Black Friday?
Yeah. Oh, Black Friday, my goal is to save, I have like 1,000 set aside for ads for Black Friday. We'll see how that does, because typically...
I'm thinking that'd go fucking nuts, especially if you have like a really catching bid. Or
for real, especially with something with no physical product, like literally could be...
You're gonna sell out like that.
Not even sell out. I'm talking like the design agency, like unlimited money.
Oh, you're going to do that for that too?
Yeah, I'll probably do it for Hermitage, and I'll probably also do it for the design agency, but the design agency will be the main.
Oh, gotcha.
Like that will be the $1,000. That's where that's going to go.
I was thinking like if you do Black Friday for the shorts.
Yeah.
If you have a sale on those would go crazy.
Yeah, I'll definitely do some with those too. Like the biggest drop of the year or something like that. Yeah. And then do
worst case scenario, you just have like backlog.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking of doing 2Ps. For the Hermitage, I think it's gonna shift the strategy a little bit.
2Ps?
2Ps, pop-ups and pre-orders. I think that's how I'm gonna.
Okay.
Because I'm low key trying to snowball. I'm low key. I'm like, Hermitage has its money, and I'm low key gonna try to snowball it with pop-ups, pre-orders, pop-ups, pre-orders, pop-ups, pre-orders, and just try to snowball that into the seed capital for this conglomerate that I'm trying to build, and then I can use that to fund other brands, other projects, the design agency too, because that doesn't have much startup. Like I pay for. No website. I'll pay for marketing.
Pretty low overhead. It's like $100 a year.
I mean, I'll pay for like social media stuff, whatever. But it's not like I have to put up money for physical product.
Right.
I put in a lot of my time to it.
We have a lot of that right now.
Yeah, more or less. So yeah, all I really have to put up is time, and then like $1,000 could go a long way with that. A long way.
Yeah, for real.
And so that one's almost purely profit, and that will also help start with the seed capital for this conglomerate. It's like I actually keep a picture of it with me, like it's like a family tree. It's got like the thing at the top, and then it's got like
all the different brands, all the branches.
Yeah. I'll show you after the pod. I don't want to give away the brand names yet, just because. Yeah, I don't want to give away the brand names yet, just because I don't want people buying domains. I doubt anybody would, but
but you never know, man.
But somebody bought jackbweast.com, so You never know. Which is crazy.
That is nuts to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do like, I'm a petty mo. I don't really want to curse. I'm a little petty. I'm not gonna buy that domain. I'm just gonna make a different name. Not a whole different brand name, but I'll just do like
just Jack.
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack.com. Just kidding. That domain would probably be like 10K or 100K.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll just do like jackbweast.us.com or something like more along those lines.
The real jackbweast.com.
Yeah. jackbweastclothing.com or something like that. I'm not paying some random company that
fuck that, bro.
Yeah, I don't care. Anyway, yeah, I keep that, and I try to look at that every day. So just being in that mindset, like,
right,
because that's like a lifelong project, though. Like, that's something that I want to build over the next like 30, 40 years. Maybe like every few years, I could sell one of the assets of the company, the conglomerate, and really too, like with that, I want at the head like a team.
I'm excited for your IPO.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll be private, but like at the top, I want to build like a team. I'm even like reaching out to people now.
Oh yeah.
Like people I know from like Iowa who are doing fashion or whatever. Like I'll definitely just test with them. Like people who know like how to do the stuff that I do, and maybe not as well as I do, just because it's like that's my focus. Like
right.
I focus on a very specific part of fashion design, and that's why I've gotten so good at it, and that's why I think my assets do really well, is just because they're so good. But I'll definitely like train these people
in the ways of the Jedi.
Yeah, in the ways of the fashion flats, so that maybe they can start doing some eventually too, or just even like help me with tech packs, because tech packs can take a long time. So
yeah, technical drawings.
yeah, it's like making a blueprint for a garment. So
and they're based off of real garments, right?
Yeah. Like it's like this seam here, this type of stitching, this thread count. Or this,
like a specific manufacturer's garment that you then print or modify, or like just a stand-in for what that garment would be?
So it's basically instructions for taking a piece of fabric to the finished product in all its steps. There can be printing, there can be embroidery, there can be complicated sewing, there can be pleats, there could be, and a lot of tech packs, a lot of tech packs I do even have packaging. Like fold it like this, steam and press it. Like it's literally every step of production. Sometimes. It really depends on the client's needs.
Or what if it's a hat?
If it's a hat, it's gonna be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't really, because there can be different levels of tech packs. There's no industry standard. Sometimes a tech pack is just a one-page PDF with an illustration, some references, and that's it. And sometimes they're like 50 pages. Like
depends who's making it.
Yeah, it depends on the client's budgets too. Like if
working with Nike, it's way different though.
Yeah. Like if I was working for like a Supreme or a Bape or something, like they're definitely gonna be able to afford a lot nicer tech packs, because the better your tech pack is, the less room for error there is.
Right. You don't want like an entire.
Yeah, I mean, if some of these small brands, I can only afford to have so much, so I'm only able to put up so much. Usually, I don't like to work with people who. I don't want to lose any clients, but I mean, my prices are what they are because we put up a certain quality.
Right.
But sometimes we have to service the budgets that are brought to us. You know what I mean? And even those, I still put in tremendous workmanship into. I think.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everything's right. Like I literally focus on this part of fashion. Like I don't focus on anything else. Like tech packs and flats, like those are me. I don't like dabble in much other stuff, just because I'd rather just be really good at one thing and then build out that team.
Right.
Like I want to have like a pattern maker on my team. A whole team of pattern makers one day. Pattern makers are the people who figure out the measurements. Yeah. Patterns too. It's kind of confusing. Pattern makers are people who basically design the measurements for garments.
Right.
And then graders are people who size that sample size. Usually it's a medium, the middle of the size run, and then they'll fill out the size. So like they'll work it all the way up to XL, double XL usually, and then all the way down to small, extra small.
You ought to make sure it's about this stuff, dude.
Dude. As soon as we should just start this weekend. We should just start.
Honestly, like I could just plug this into Open Clips and then give you all the fashion related videos that pops out, and then you could upload those that day if you wanted.
Yeah, no, dude, we should just This is kind of informal, but no, we should just build like because we should build up a huge backlog of content before launch,
and then have like 90 days worth of videos.
Yeah,
and put it in a buffer.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't be that hard.
It wouldn't.
Yeah, dude, I was
it's not
thinking
like it's animation or anything. You just add B-roll and
how much was
Opus clips?
No, is that what's Opus clips again?
The short, short. Okay. So you plug in a podcast or you just talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a little limited. Like some of the styles are limited, and sometimes the editing is a little counterintuitive.
Yeah, but you can you manually change some stuff too?
Yeah, you can manually change stuff, add emojis. You can also add watermarks, but for like adding B-roll or like effects or anything other than captions, or if you want your captions done a very specific way, then you should probably just use Premiere. Because Premiere also has a very fast feature where you can just press transcribe, and then AI listens to the audio, turns it all to text, and then captions, where captions then takes said transcript and then applies it when it's spoken. And obviously you have to read through it to make sure. But it's like that for both of them.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes it mishears things. And says,
yeah, I'm excited.
No, yeah, it's really cool.
Just teaching, I love teaching. It's so fun.
Well, that's the best way to learn.
Exactly.
Teaching's the best way to learn. You know, the Feynman technique.
Was it Aristotle or something? He was like, he who teaches knows or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. It's been years. Yeah,
is.
it's been years since I've heard that quote, but
you try to learn in such a way with the Feynman technique where you retain the information and then try to convey it to a 5-year-old in non-jargon, as simplistic terms as humanly possible, so that then you can demonstrate a full understanding, and then from there just have that base to communicate your expertise.
That's far.
Facts.
I feel like I've subconsciously done that.
Yeah.
In some ways, just because my clients are always startups.
Yeah, and they're not sure the jargon and the ins and outs.
Like even at the pop-up shop over the weekend, there was people asking me like, how do you start a brand? Like all that stuff.
It's a lot.
Yeah. And like I was explaining to them, and definitely some future potential clients there too.
Get that goodwill.
Yeah. You never know. You know, it was kind of crazy. There was I need to tell you about this and pull it. I didn't look into it much, but there was some like a tech company CEO, like his girlfriend. He was there with his girlfriend. His girlfriend bought some stuff, but she was like, introduce yourself to him. But apparently he made some like platform for like freelancers, and I haven't looked into it much. I'll show it to you after the pod.
Is it new?
But I think so. Like I like I said, I haven't had much time to look at it yet. It seemed pretty interesting. Like it was like you could get hired on it, a type of thing, maybe like a Fiverr. I'm not 100%
Fiverr,
sure.
but without all the bullshit.
Yeah, something like Fiverr's not bad. I prefer Upwork if I'm
I was
hire.
about to say, because a lot of Fiverr is just like spam stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of sketch sometimes. Personally,
Upwork seems a little more.
Yeah, I've gotten good jobs on Upwork, but I prefer just direct with client because Upwork takes like 20%.
Really?
They take a lot.
You're kidding?
No, they take a lot. They take a lot of money. So I prefer just working direct with clients. No percentage taken besides taxes.
Who does taxes?
Do your taxes.
Do your taxes. Intuit TurboTax, Intuit QuickBooks.
Apparently, I don't know, bro. I use this thing called Wave.
Wave.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like a payment processor? I think my dad uses Wave.
You can use Wave for that.
Do they also do like accounting?
Yeah, you can do accounting. That's what I use. It is free.
You're kidding. You just give them like forms and receipts and stuff?
Well, the accounting aspect isn't free, but like bookkeeping, and you can link it to your bank account, and you can label the transactions. Yeah, I love it.
Bro.
Because I've heard a lot of bad things. Because you need to subscribe to QuickBooks, right?
Yeah, it's a I think either an annual or monthly retainer.
Yeah, so I'd rather. I know I'm probably just sounding like a cheapskate, but
I mean, at this stage of the game.
Yeah, because what it used to be was you could just buy the QuickBooks or buy the
documents.
Yeah, no, buy the program. Like same with Illustrator, like you just used to buy the program, download it, and not have to pay for it every year.
They realized that a subscription model is far more lucrative in the long run.
I'm gonna sell subscriptions too, so I'm not gonna.
I mean, yeah, that's just it's in this economy, it's seeming to make more sense to offer access.
Especially if you put in consistent work.
Yeah, if you're like continually having developing costs. I mean, think about video games. Like the amount of development costs that are now going into video games for them to look the way that we expect them to look now is insane. So no wonder they're having battle passes as much as I dislike them.
Battle pass.
And yeah, no, it's like being reverberated into every other industry at this point.
I was just thinking the other day how the last time I played Fortnite, I was just thinking like, damn.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, dude. I got my first ever solo dub, and then I just quit. I was like, I'm never playing again. I'm ending on a high note. I'm done. Never playing Fortnite again.
It'll just spoil it.
Yeah, never playing Fortnite again. Just getting my first solo dub and quitting.
Whenever I have like over break, my friends are home. We might play like not Warzone, Modern Warfare 2.
Oh yeah.
I play Modern Warfare 2 from time to time, the new one. But occasionally Smash Brothers, my roommates. But I go like 3 weeks to like a month without playing video games. And I used to play like every day when I was younger.
Yeah, they can be fun once in a while, but I just hate that you have to pay to play online.
I know.
I would still play GTA once in a while. I love GTA.
It's so
Me
fun.
and my friends, bro, we would go. Because one of my friends, he loves GTA. Like, LOVE caps loves GTA. Like, he has all the
like
most
level
expensive
1,000.
vehicles. Like, he has
Maxed out bank
all the
account.
most expensive vehicles. And, like, I'll be playing in some. Because, you know, there'll be like.
Pulls up on a hoverboard.
Yeah, there'll be like people who troll on there and keep killing you over and over and over.
I hate that.
I'd be like, I literally call my friend and be like, yo,
Kill him for me.
I need some backup. And he'd like come in and we pull up in like a hover tank or something like that. That's the thing about GTA, bro. It kept getting more crazy and more crazy.
I know. All the games
you could get like bomber planes now.
Yeah.
There's like just crazy stuff. Like literally speeders with missiles.
Like from Star Wars?
Yeah, like it looks like it's from Star Wars, and they're like the size of a motorcycle. So like if you're on the ground and you have a rocket
It'll
launcher,
shoot some
maybe
missiles.
you'll get lucky.
You're
But no,
not
it's
in
basically
that.
just like a kill machine. I think they had to like nerf it because it was so overpowered. Like he would have a submarine. Like, what the-
That game is so ambitious. That was made in 2013.
yeah, dude, I need to play GTA again. That game is so fun,
Yeah.
bro. It's just I don't want to. Because if I played it, it'd be like once every other month, and that'd cost me like $30 every time I played it. I mean, maybe the enjoyment would be enough. Like instead of going out for a night, I could just play GTA
And then get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I don't sleep well when I play GTA because I'll be up so late. Just because we'll be doing crazy shit. We'll just do the most fun shenanigans.
Goof
bro.
baggery.
Yeah, bro. Like there's these things called sticky bombs in the game. I
Yeah.
swear to God, I spent like $1 million on those. But they're like you can throw them and they'll stick to people.
Right.
And you could have them stick to people like on their back. So I
like
throw
characters?
Yeah, I
You throw them on your friend?
I throw them on my friend, and he like walk up to people like just
Seriously?
chilling, like other players.
Yeah.
It's just a fun way to troll people, and I'd blow just suicide bomb. Dude.
Taliban type beat.
Yeah, no, this game is so out of pocket sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Or like you'd like throw a sticky bomb in the car. And then you just, because GTA is random, like you can just go around and pick up other players. Like
Yeah,
they
they'll just get in your car.
They just get in your car, like just for fun. Like,
Yeah.
where are we going type beat. And then you hide the sticky bomb in your car, and then you drive like really fast on like a highway or something. And then you jump out really quick, and then you blow it
Blow
up.
the car with him in it.
It sounds so dumb, but I swear to God, it's so funny.
So, yeah.
Because it's like a plot that takes a little bit of work to pull off. It's
Yeah.
like, okay,
He just doesn't suspect
we're gonna
a thing.
troll this guy.
Doesn't suspect a thing.
Or like sometimes if people are like away, like they're doing something, like their player will just be standing there. And then you can put sticky bombs on them.
And then wait till it goes back
And
to
then when they
keyboard.
start moving again, you blow them up. I swear to God, it sounds so dumb, but it's so fun.
No, yeah, for sure.
Or like we'd just be having like shootouts in stores.
Like at a convenience store. The NPC
Or
just
like
freaking the fuck out.
Or like a clothing store, bro. No, GTA is wild. There'll just be like battles with tanks.
Cartoon shit.
Like my friend and I will just be like in a tank, and then another tank will pull up because you can like see what on the map like what kind of vehicle
Yeah.
people are in. So like we look on the map and see like, all right, this guy's a tank. Let's go fight him.
Yeah.
Or like there'll be some tank battles. Dude, it's crazy the equipment they have in that game now.
Yeah.
It's like literally like speeders, submarines. He owns a submarine. He owns a yacht. He has like a bomber plane. He's got all this.
So much stuff you can
You
do.
can literally own a bunker.
Really? No, they've added expansion pack after expansion pack.
Yeah.
I've never really played GTA Online, so when I come back
it's
into the
fun.
lobby,
It's fun.
I just get fucked.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I never took it that seriously. Like, I would just mess around.
Yeah.
I wasn't terrible. Like, I had decent weapons.
I've never gotten past level 20.
Yeah, like, I didn't really grind the missions or anything like that. Like, my friends loved to grind the missions, so they get hella money. Like, they used to do a money glitch.
Really?
So, like, that. Yeah, they used to spend real money on GTA too, so they could get all that equipment.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you play enough, yeah.
It's definitely worth it, but
I regret the downloadable content in games that would cost money, like cosmetics and stuff.
yeah.
Like, there was this one game I
guilty.
played when I was really little. Two games, actually, that I spent a lot of money on. The first one being Little Big Planet 2. Are you familiar with Little Big
Sounds
Planet?
familiar.
It was a Sony exclusive. And
RPG?
no, it was technically a platformer that you could mod it in such a way that it was a top-down and or, just regular 3D world. But it was this game where you were this little creature that you could customize. You were called a sack boy, and you could make them look however you wanted, and you can make levels however you wanted, and then share them and upload them, and like levels would be trending and stuff. The community's gone to shit now, but back in the day, that was like amazing to me. And every single Christmas, whenever I got gift money, whenever I got any sort of cash, I would always buy the PlayStation gift cards and then go get cosmetics for that game. I spent probably like, it's not a lot of money in retrospect, but like when you're at that age, you could be using to save or invest. I probably could have saved like $600 I spent into that game over the course of 3 years.
Sheesh.
Yeah, dude. And then another one I put way too much time into. This was like when I was really little, before I like got into working out, before I got into lifting or anything. Are you familiar with Steam, like Team Fortress?
Oh, yeah.
Have you played Team Fortress 2?
No, but I know it pretty well, I think.
It's a free-to-play game, but you can get like items and cosmetics and stuff with money. So I would buy like these hats and these cosmetics and like taunts and stuff. And yeah, literally, yeah, so whack. And I probably spent like $400 in that game, dude. Yeah, that's like $1,000 in like 2011 money.
Yeah, bro. If I had, where'd you get this money?
No, just from like birthdays
Okay.
that I saved. Easter, sometimes I'd get money. Also, I have a rich uncle in pharma, so he always sends me just money I didn't deserve when I was little. So
You know, I've there's this game called Fallout Shelter.
oh yeah, I've heard the mobile
This
one.
was high school, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably spent like $60 on it, but obviously I paid Xbox subscription for a number of years. It wasn't terrible though. If you got it from Costco, it was like maybe $100 a year.
Xbox?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Or maybe $12 a month. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, my little sister likes to play Red Dead every once in a while.
Oh, Red Dead 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's fun.
That game's fun just to mess around. Like, I don't even really do the stories or anything.
I couldn't get through it. I was like 15% done. I was like, I'm only 15% done. I've been playing for like 10 hours.
Yeah, I don't even really do the stories. Nah. They're fun, but yeah, I just feel like I'm too old for video games all
I
the
want
time.
to level up in real life.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like, I just prefer like reading or
Yeah, like
Or
instead
like-
of like playing a game, I
or
could
like
be
talking to people, bro.
Yeah.
Like talking to
communicate
people.
with the NPCs in real life, man.
Yeah. No, I think everybody's fascinating in their own way.
Oh, definitely.
It's just NPCs have like
Yeah.
an extra shield around them.
Yeah.
You just got to get through it.
Yeah,
You know
definitely.
what I mean? You're not obligated to put in the effort to really
get to
get
know
through
them.
that, but
It's something there for sure.
yeah, it's just either from societal trauma, like a lot of people feel like they can't be themselves.
Definitely.
So yeah, you just got to keep that in mind sometimes, and people can just be tired.
Yeah.
People
it
can
sounds
just
like
be.
talking.
I know a lot of people who are beautiful souls, beautiful people. They're just by situations and by life, they're very stressed out.
Yeah.
So they don't really have the chance
Shine
to
the brightest they
flower and bud or anything like that.
Right.
Like you can tell they need more sleep, but they just work so much. Or so I'm NPC sympathetic.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I saw that your last episode has NPC as a. I didn't watch it, but I saw
Yeah.
it had NPC as a. But I mean, there's definitely people who you could consider NPCs that just are kind of yes men, copy what other people say. Because I feel like there's different types of NPCs.
Yeah.
You know, But yeah, sometimes it's just you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt, I think. But
Oh, yeah, for sure,
yeah.
for sure.
But there is definitely some people who
Go to JMU.
yeah.
Same haircut, same shoes.
Yeah, and it's just some people are it's so difficult for them to be an individual, just because they haven't been an individual maybe even since a kid. Like of course they're an individual, but they hinder a lot of their
express
identity.
themselves.
Yeah, they place the incumbents of their identity a lot in groups, so it might be a little bit difficult for them to stray away from that.
Right.
And like what happens with a lot of people is they become fixated on their labels of themselves.
Like who they think they are
Yes,
with words,
like,
and what groups they identify
I am in this group, I am this. And when you attach your identity to that, it's very difficult to really
Definitely.
allow your true self to come out. I mean,
Definitely.
you can have true self that aligns with that, but if it's incumbent upon it, it's kind of dangerous.
I'm lax bro.
Yeah.
I'm lifter guy. I'm rugby dude.
I mean, it's not. I mean, if it's like a hobby or something, I don't think it's terrible.
I work at Deloitte.
Yeah, or just like, I don't know. That's one thing I think I don't like look to the past and like, oh, they had this right. But that is one thing they maybe had a little bit better before we really, really, really I mean, societies in history have always been stratified, highly stratified, like slave, noble, serf, peasant, whatever.
Right.
But we don't really need, I mean, we still have that now.
It's just better at hiding it.
Yeah, it's just, I think we think of ourselves in labels more than they did in the past. Like, I am this, I'm part of this group, I am this.
That's by design.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad. Like, people don't allow their identities to be, I'm just talking like vision of self. I'm not
Fully
really talking like
manifested.
anything like sexual or anything like that. Like, to me, those are extensions of a person. Like, those.
That's not the core.
Those are after effects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. I don't think people should place their identity pedestal on
Their gender.
lean it on their sexuality or anything like that. Like,
I agree.
just look at you, who you
Your
are at your
intrinsic
core.
core, soul.
Yeah. Like, what are your values? Like, like
What
being,
interests you? What's your gift?
yeah, like being proud of yourself can definitely, and just being happy you're able to be like who you are is definitely okay. But I think nowadays we just like to think of ourselves in labels so much. Like, ever
It's how
since
the
like
world sees
the
us.
rise of nationalism, the rise of all this different other stratifying stuff that like
Definitely.
made us, and like a lot of it too is from structures that were purposely done, like you said, like race and all that stuff. Like early American South was like really the people who brought out like proponents of race. Like they codified it for the most part. Like it existed before, but it was more so just like societal bias. It wasn't in law.
Right.
But like
Jim Crow.
Yeah, type thing. Like early 1700s is when it really started. And not saying
There are places that wasn't really applicable, like in the Caribbean. Like just people were people, and sometimes people were slaves.
Yeah, like people were slaves, but there was also, there was like in Saint Domingue, that was which is now called Haiti. Like there was rich freed slaves. There was a whole race of mixed people. Not saying that. I mean, that was atrocious, incredibly atrocious, of course. But I think people just think themselves. And I mean, it's kind of sad too, because some people have to think of themselves in labels.
Yeah.
Like we have the option.
They get uncomfortable.
Yeah, like
if they're not like identify with some sort of external group.
Yeah, because it's camaraderie, and for centuries, if your group has been
On top.
Yeah, or if your group has been marginalized for centuries, you're going to need that camaraderie to really retain your like group as an identity group. Otherwise, you'll be like, that's what they tried doing with Native Americans. They tried completely getting rid of their identity with all these schools and whatnot. But so identity, it's definitely important sometimes to think of yourselves in terms of identity. But
at the end of the day,
yeah, I
you're
think
more than your labels.
Yeah, just don't forget your individuality too.
Right.
I think with a lot of NPCs that can happen. They just and then at that
They're
point,
almost uncomfortable with themselves.
yeah, you're uncomfortable with being alone. Like, I think when those people are alone, like they'll just
Go crazy.
They'll just like go on social media and distract themselves or something like that.
That's the thing.
Or just
though.
keep interacting with other people. Like no
I
alone
need
time.
external stimulus.
No alone time. Always texting. Always like. I love communication too. Like I just said, I love
people, but I'm
I
an
love
introvert.
talking. Yeah,
I need my alone time. I need my
exactly.
reflection.
Time for reflection, and I don't know. I don't want to project myself too much on everybody, but I think people just need to not forget their true selves. Like in psychology, there's this idea of the true self, and it's in art too. But just who are you when no one's around? What are your true values? Like there's like 7 things that hinder it or that kind of build up a layer around it. It's like
societal expectations.
Yeah, societal expectations, habits, because people can have habits that aren't reflective of their true selves. Right. Yeah, that's why like I love being around those people who I can be my true self, with.
Yeah. There's very few people. I'd say you're one of them.
Yeah.
As well as my girlfriend, obviously. I mean, my family too, to an extent. To an extent.
I hate to say it, but there's like just stuff I just don't reveal to my family just because it's not even like a secret or a thing to get in trouble. It's just like
they just don't think it as much to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's not even like controversial stuff. It's just like it's like silly stuff. Like, what am I super passionate about? Like, they know obviously like fashion or art or whatever, but like, I don't know, like just random stuff.
Yeah,
like childhood stuff. Yeah, there's only like maybe like 3 people. Don't worry, you're one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Let's fucking go.
Gang.
I'm flattered. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. No, it's just funny because, like, yeah, it depends. There'll be, like, moments I, like, completely throw down the veil. You know what I mean? Just, like, just talk.
Yeah.
Like, I've been asked a few times if I have ADHD.
No, me too.
Well, here's another thing, too. If I had ADHD, I wouldn't even want to know it. Like,
why label it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to. I am who I am. I don't care if I have this, if I have that, because then it's gonna become a crutch for me.
Yeah. No.
Like,
yeah. Literally,
you can say
yourself.
like you can say
I have
like
anxiety. I have depression. I have ADHD.
Exactly, bro. You can say like, oh, but it could be a way to treat yourself. Like you could figure out how to treat yourself. Like why do I need to treat myself?
That's the way I am.
I'm functioning fine. I think
You're
I'm an adult. I don't need to. Take pills or anything.
Yeah. The pills scare me, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Because if you, like, become dependent upon a substance, and let's say you have a dosage mishap, or you switch drugs, and for whatever reason the drugs don't work well, it could make you manic for weeks or months at a time. Like, you could just not be yourself.
Yeah, I was a psychology major for 2 years, and we had a short little unit on how everything, we take kind of, like, social and developmental kind of psychological issues, in short, and we medicated them with like pills and
it's the internal that needs solving, not an external means. Like,
not medicine.
Why are you working on
it can help,
chemicals in your brain when you should be working on what's
the
causing
root of the cause?
What's causing those chemicals in your brain?
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't. You just weren't struck with the depression stick.
Yeah.
You just weren't struck with the anxiety stick. Like obviously you can have a propensity, but there must be something fundamentally that's not aligning with your mission. With the gift that you have to give.
Yeah, I think too many people depend on like labels and whatnot for like it's one thing like if your group has been marginalized for centuries or even millennia and like you need that camaraderie so your group can survive.
Right.
But if you're in a
fiber of a community.
Yeah, like community is very important.
Absolutely.
Like identity is very important.
It's a human need.
I always consider myself. I have identities, obviously, with nationality, anything like that. Like, of course, you're going to have those. But just don't give them more importance than they really need. I mean...
At the end of the day, they're just...
Yeah, I mean, it's easier for me to say this. It's easy for me to say this, and for other people, it probably is a lot harder to say that.
Right.
Just because I'm privileged, like, I'm... white male. we don't have to struggle. Like we have the privilege of not having to like. I mean, there's different groups. I mean, it's just hard to. I don't know. It's so complicated. I feel like so convoluted. There's just so much at play. But
we're white masculine males. Yeah.
Like we don't really have to depend on any ethnic group to. Or, yeah, it's tricky because if you are part of a marginalized group, then identity is going to be a lot more important to you. But a lot of people I see using identity as a crutch don't really need to. I feel like
they're more than that. It makes their life
like
easier.
they're hindering the true power of themselves when it comes to creating confidence for themselves, creating happiness for themselves. Because ultimately, happiness is perception.
That's very, very. You pretty much just echoed Joe Dispenza right there about how people. I know I'm almost talking about this guy, but how people place so much importance on these labels they give themselves, when in actuality, the most important thing is the intricate and wholly unique spark that is you. And you shouldn't be thinking, oh, I have a handicap, or oh, I have a mental condition, or oh, my people have been oppressed for eons. Like, you're you. And I know those things are real. But the realest thing about the entire reality in which we perceive is you. So why place more importance on the external than the internal?
And when you think of yourself and your unique attributes, you can then use those and contribute to your group in your own way.
And you can give, because giving is how you get fulfillment.
And you can strengthen instead of your community surviving, it can thrive when you add your own individual gift, essentially.
So you can contribute to your community.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to can wallow in the scars of its past.
Yeah, because if you proclaim the identity, of course it will survive the group. But if you still have it, but you can use your own unique gifts and voice, an extension of that, instead of just saying, hey, I'm a part of this group, you can be like, hey, I'm a part of this group and I have these unique qualities about myself that I'm going to contribute, and I am contributing to this group. You can, like artists, or someone's really creative, they can make something individual with an individual strain and individual expression, but also in relation to that overall
like
group.
A song that decorates a generation or a time,
a decade.
Or
just something like that.
Something that brings people together. Something that improves the quality of lives.
And it's difficult to do that if
you're hindered.
It's just, identity is such a big word. It's such a broad word. That's why I'm trying to be really careful what I say, because that encompasses like sexuality, gender, ethnicity,
all that jazz,
like tribe,
creed,
society, nationality. It's just so much stuff. So it's quite broad, but
at the end of the day, we're all children of God, though.
Yeah.
Like with all this division, it's at the end of the day, we're all the same.
We have a lot more in common than we think. I always think we all poop.
We all poop.
We all fart.
We all fart.
We all blink. The shared human existence. We all have a shared human existence. We all have
a propensity towards the light.
Yeah, we all have desire. We all have hate. We all have. Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully all of us have love.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if you didn't.
Everybody loves something. Everybody. It's just, I think we focus too much on the minutia.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. We're here, we're bored, we're frustrated, we're hot, we're hungry, we're cold. There's a lot we try to do to distract ourselves.
That's how you choose to perceive it.
Yeah. One of those ways we like to distract ourselves, I think, as humans, is to find ways to hate other people and make ourselves feel better about ourselves by finding little things that are different than other people and saying, I don't like that.
That's lower than me.
Yeah.
And I'm here and they're there.
Yeah, downwards comparison. Right. That's one thing
Crabs in a bucket.
Yeah. That's one way that people distract themselves, I think. Try to alleviate the frustration of something in their lives by... Yeah, that's the way I try not to be around people who do that a lot.
No, yeah, same. It's
They're
unbearable.
like, oh, I hate that person. Or
they suck. Or just like always talking about like people and drama.
It's so
unnecessary.
It's hard not to get drawn into that, though. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Like, that's why I really try to like be careful who I'm around, just because, especially if you're in a group.
I had to cut out a whole group of friends because of that.
Yeah, if you're in a group, bro.
Always a problem.
Like, if you're in a group and you're the only person who like isn't really trying to like talk like, and the other people not even, if the other people might not even try to be talking like that and just be one person who sets the mood, it's pretty difficult to reverse that. You can always change the topic, but thankfully
so much.
Thankfully there's not many people here like that.
Oh yeah, the one thing about Mary Wash is everyone's pretty down to earth.
Yeah, like even the people who I went to high school with here, like they're not really like that. In fact, they're not like that at all. Like, trying to think, there were some people in my high school here that were kind of like that, and there's some people here that are kind of like that, but just love drama type thing.
Well, loving drama is a byproduct of not having enough sense of narrative and conflict and purpose in your life to the point you think you need to manufacture it So you're like, oh, this person's my enemy right now. Oh, this person's my enemy right now. This thing sucks. I need to fix these things.
Yeah, it's just a wrong way of generating self-stimulation in your life.
Which you could be channeling into purpose or hobbies or things that truly inspire creation.
I'm guilty too. Like I do love over romanticizing my life in some ways.
That's fun though. It's poetic.
That's fun.
There's an art to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's fun. That's a different way of kind of overstimulating your life. Yeah, right. And drama is another way, but I think in more negative strain.
It's a less productive way.
Yeah. No, I love romanticizing my life, bro. That's why I'm so attracted to Don Quixote, because in some ways I feel like I am Don Quixote.
Almost gallivanting.
Yeah, like I'm always reading these books on artists and designers, and then eventually you start to think you're one.
Yeah.
Like Don Quixote was reading all these books about knights and all this and knight errantry, and then eventually he thought he was a knight. Yeah. Like I almost feel like that in some ways. That's what the symbolism means to me. Like it almost feels like sometimes I feel like I'm Don Quixote, except Don Quixote wasn't self-aware until the very end.
Yeah.
I'm like a self-aware Don Quixote who has grand preoccupations of design, and maybe someday I don't feel like I don't earn that title, but it just feels quixotic. But it's like a fun word. No, I love that word too. It's a real word too. Quixotic. Really? Yes, it's a real word.
Duly noted.
Quixotic.
Quixotic.
Yeah, quixotic. I don't say it that much, but
yeah, it's a fun word.
It's a very fun word. I love that word. So
where's my sounds? Oh, okay. As you're saying.
Oh yeah. So in some ways, I feel like Don Quixote, it's fun though, because Don Quixote lives his life without caring what other people think or say.
Yeah.
Sometimes to the harm of others and himself, but he doesn't care. He's just living without. There's a quote from Don Quixote I love. I wish I remembered exactly, but
paraphrase.
He was talking about how the craziest thing is to live life.
Trying to please others.
Yeah, not to live life essentially, not like it's an adventure, something like that.
Oh, I'll find the exact quote. Trying to make life mundane.
Yeah. Like the craziest thing is to live life not to the fullest, something along those lines. As though it were mundane. Yeah, I feel bad for not knowing this, but
butchered it.
yeah. It's essentially it's crazy to live a monotonous and not realize that life is crazy itself.
It's beautiful. It's a miraculous gift that was spontaneously created by a loving consciousness. How can you not appreciate it and all of its dynasty and magnitude and sheer gorgeousness?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's fun, and I just love romanticizing it sometimes,
Facts. I do too. Right. I love pondering the philosophical, the abstract, the metaphysical. Like, I like contemplating outside of what we normally perceive, not time nor space. Don't you have tutoring here soon?
Yeah, it's like the group thing.
Gotcha.
So I'll go at like probably 2:05 or something.
2:05.
Yeah. Still get a little bit.
2:02.
Okay.
Gotcha. Just let me know.
Yeah.
But
I have to do a little bit of Italian.
That's so fun. Oh yeah, he doesn't take a single language course here, but he takes full advantage. Oh, I'll cut that out.
For real, we cut that out.
I can't cut that out.
I think it'd be chill, but like my Spanish tutor knows, but I mean, I'm sure they'd be chill with it.
I mean, yeah, it's a school resource.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the pod. No, life is awesome. I like to live it like Don Quixote.
Like an adventure, gallivanting haphazardly.
Yeah, not to like harm other people.
Not a reckless fashion, but just in a whimsical and inspired and
and with a sense of adventure, with a sense of
sometimes I get
slight chivalry.
Oh, I love chivalry. Yeah, I love chivalry. I love just being a gentleman.
Romantic prose,
Gestures.
Little bit of. It's just so fun, bro. It's just a fun way to live life, and I know I don't do it all the time because you got to be serious when you're building business sometimes.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, you can't be like that all the time, but it's fun to have those spurts of just spontaneous living. Spontaneous living is the quixotic way of life.
Sometimes I'm not as spontaneous as I'd like.
Yeah, me too. I'm guilty of that a lot.
I get into the little habits, and those habits can be powerful, but at the same time, they can make you unconscious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You gotta be mindful of your habits. Stack them in a way.
Mm-hmm. Always.
I think you've done a very good job of that. You've built your life and your synapses in such a way to just be conducive to getting what you want, whilst maintaining in the back of your head that you should also be. You found the Tao, you know. You found that line, and you're walking it till its logical conclusion.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get a little bit better with habits because, like, especially like things like language, you need it to be a habit. Which I'm
like
struggling.
Swearing.
Was that
like swearing?
No, like languages, like learning languages.
Oh yeah.
Like it has to be a habit. Like it has to be something you interact with every day. So yeah, I'm just definitely still trying to work on building more strong habits, but like leaving the rest of the day open to like what happens. Like this was like
very spur of the moment.
Yeah, kind of spur of the moment. Like, hey, I'm pulling up.
Bet.
Yeah. Skirt, pull up. But yeah, life is good. I'm excited.
Sure. This soundboard is not working today, or maybe it is.
Does it make what sounds does it make?
It's supposed to make all sorts of goofy noises, like applause and stuff. Wait. There we go. I had the volume down.
Can you change the sounds?
You can actually. Hey, tell a joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo. You have to say boo hoo.
Boo.
Say stop crying. It's okay. I'm here.
Oh fuck! That's scary. But yeah,
why don't you use that more, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if we just had like we could have Cody saying like "fucking Chinese." That's been like a bit on our show. Probably should get rid of that one. But
where's he at?
Oh, Cody was. Cody just couldn't make it today. He slept in because he was spent all night catching up with homework. Damn. I love that dude.
Yeah.
He's tough.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means love him too.
Well, I think this is a logical ending point. We covered a lot of ground today. We talked about we started off with business and social media marketing and finding your perfect offer and packaging your offer. Dabbled on SEO and white labeling. We talked about how to get your work out there.
Use LinkedIn.
Use LinkedIn.
Use LinkedIn. Don't sleep on it. Max out your connections every week. You get like 100 free connections.
100
you too.
free connections.
Max out your connections.
Max out your connections every week. 100. I'll do that. I will do that. I will implement that.
Because there'll be suggested contacts or suggested connects. Just make sure they're relevant. Like I'd first figure out what you want. Give yourself some content. Like put in experience, work experience, whatever. And then connect.
Hell yeah. Behance to upload your portfolio if you're looking for work. If you know someone or you yourself need a starter pack for launching your apparel brand, you got Jack B. Weiss over here with on the bias.
On the bias design.
On the bias
Instagram.
design. And if you're looking to launch your info product / coaching career and are looking to break into the content game on social media, you got KP Media right here. As we talked about metaphysics, we talked about NPCs, and you should even respect the NPCs in your life because they're not NPCs; they're people too. They're players as well. You just gotta help them.
They just have a thicker shell.
Just got a thicker shell. There's some escargot in there. It's time to get it. And we talked about Grand Theft Auto and our childhoods and all the important stuff, really. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Pursuits of Productivity. And till next time.
Yeah.
Pursuit of Productivity.